from PRX.
Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is one of the first of this new style of on-location episode we did. This is in Jersey City on the waterfront with Scoots watching boats. This really has become an archetypal way that we think about making on-location episodes, or one style. And one of my favorite ones I ever did, there will be a little bit of singing. It's going to have background noise. It's going to have stuff like that because it was recorded right there on the waterfront in Jersey City a long time ago, actually. But I hope you enjoy it. This is part of our commitment to Subscriber Summer. If you're a subscriber, you're getting even more content in your bonus feed. So make sure you also have your bonus feed set up. But I love making shows for you. I love putting you to sleep. And if you love Sleep With Me, you could feel that love. That love has impacted you. And you want to spread the love. So Sleep With Me's here next year and the year after that. These are the ways you can opt in to do that. Thanks. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and patrons and friends beyond the binary. It's Scoots. This is an experimental on-location episode in the true always be recording scenario. I'm here in a undisclosed location because I wish I was here longer. Across the river from a place I love, in visiting, like a quick visit, so quick that I don't even think I'm going to have a chance to cross the river. If you listen to this episode, I'm sure you figured out it is an on-location episode, so it'll have lots of ambient sounds, but it won't have the background noise, not ambient sounds. I'll be recording right into a mic and trying to talk close and keep the gain down and make it is smooth, but you're going to hear some engine noises and stuff, and you'll be able to figure out where I am probably. And I think I'm just going to talk about Watercraft on the river here. And as I said, like, I don't even know if I'm going to get into across the river. I'm just literally have like a spare, well, right now I have about a spare 20 minutes to record this teaser opening. And then maybe I'll have like a, what do you call it? I don't know. But anyway, I don't want to do the opening. So here you go. Sleep With Me podcast is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this episode today. Smart choice. Make another smart choice with Auto Quote Explorer to compare rates from multiple car insurance companies all at once. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. All right, everybody, we're talking about tonight's sponsor, Quince. And I don't know how you like to spend your nights, but I got to ask you about your bedding and your sheets, right? How do you feel about them? Because Quince has options for you. They've got buttery soft sheets like the ones I got for my daughter to take to college. They have those crisp percale sheets. And now I'm looking at the hype of the Quince European linen. And I'm thinking, Scoots, it might be time to up your sheet game even more. Quince European linen sheets are light, breathable, and super soft with that perfectly lived-in vibe. Woven from 100% European flax linen, they have that heirloom quality that gets softer with each wash. And as I said, the same thing goes for their ultra plush duvets, quilts, pillows, and shams too. Quince has everything you need to level up your bed. But I didn't even get to the best part. Just like Quince's clothing, their bedding is half the cost of similar brands. By partnering with top artisans, Quince cuts out the cost to the middle person and passes the savings on to us. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. Now, like I said, I have the Quince Percale gingham bedding right now in my bed, but wow. This European flax linen really sounds nice for summertime. And I already, in my shopping cart on Quince, I have a black short sleeve linen shirt. So I might as well add the bedding to it. Let your bed match the season with cool, relaxed bedding from Quince. Go to quince.com/sleep to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince. QUINCE.com/sleep to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sleep. Thanks, everybody. Hey, everybody, Scoots here. This is a message for a very specific group of people that have listened longer than 3 years. Anybody else, you could stop listening. You can ignore me now. You may already be good at tuning me out. And particularly if you've been listening 3 years or longer, you might be really good at tuning me out. I'm seeing the statistics coming in from our no thank you page. And the largest group of people that just say, I'm not going to support the show, are people that have been listening longer than 3 years. And it kind of has me baffled a little bit, right? Because we ask for support. We've been asking for support on the show for 9 years? But I think once people get their style of listening to the show, their willingness to support the show drops off incredibly with each passing year. Because I guess it's somebody else is supported, or somebody else has always supported it for me. But because you're so well represented, if you've been listening longer than 3 years, and the people are saying, I'm not going to support the show, we really could use some of you to support the show back. If you've been listening regularly for 3 years or more, I'd love to either get your support at sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus, because it's based on longer than 3 years of listener feedback, building something with you in mind. But I just don't know, otherwise, let me know through the no thank you page what it is. Is it just it's no, I got used to listening to the show this way, or what's the block? But you're one of the groups that I'm just figuring out how I can get through to those of you that haven't decided, because a lot of you have and filled out the form at sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you. And that's a group that's represented, right? Those are the people that aren't going to support the show. That's a group whose minds I'm not going to try to change. But if you're in the undecideds and you've been listening longer than 3 years, I would just ask you to consider supporting the show at sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. Thanks. Oh, Mystery Bard. A lot of people help out on the show. Who are they?
Chris Posty Poster Son sounds like an earful. Wrote the theme song. Edits episodes too. Carl W. the Legend. Also edits episodes. Ashley, Kenny, Scotty, Jennifer. Runner. Eric and the team at Astound are on the website. I am the Mystery Bard. I do the lullabies, yeah. I do commissions at jonathanmann.net. I'll write a song for you. Any reason at all. You can tell me the story and I'll make it personal. You see the kindness shine straight on through when the listeners form their own Facebook group. Keith, Stacy, Sarah, Julie, and Jennifer. These are your moderators. Get support your scooter on Patreon. Buy the merch and support the sponsors. You can find anything you want at sleepwithmepodcast.com. And we're so proud that we could dance. Rusty Biscuit, Lois, Hannah like banana. Leah does the transcripts.
Thanks, Mystery Bard. And don't forget, the most comfortable way to listen to Sleep With Me is with sleep phones. You can get Sleep With Me merch, Sleep With Me branded sleep phones at sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep phones, and use Sleep With Me at checkout to get $5 off your order. The only way you can get the Sleep With Me merch editions is sleepwithmepodcast.com/sleep phones. Thanks, everybody. What do you say we slow it down and get on with the show? Hey, you up all night tossing, turning, mind racing, trouble getting to sleep, trouble staying asleep? Well, welcome. This is Sleep With Me, the podcast that's here to put you to sleep. We do it the bedtime story, and all you need to do is get in bed, turn out the lights, and press play. Tonight will be an on-location non-ambient episode. There will be ambient. I don't even know, there'll be atmospheric noise, but not ambient noise, as you hear something coming in right now over the clouds. Nice bicycle bell ringing as it goes by. A chopper overhead. Floating by in your dreams. It might not be for everybody, but this mic shouldn't pick up too much of the noise. What it should pick up are my observations of a river. Mystery river with a lot of traffic and a lot of history. but mostly a lot of boats for me to observe as they put you to sleep. So if you're new here, this episode's a little bit different. We do on-location episodes when we can. I talked about it in the teaser. I just happen to be kind of in a situation here where I have a couple hours to record, and I figured I wish I was across the river hanging or whatever, but I'm on location here, and I figured I'd pop in the this is interesting. It'll be a little bit, well, I guess if you're a new listener, you don't but yeah, I'm recording this. This will be one of the first episodes I'm recording directly to my phone. I've used my phone as backup before, but I got all the way away from where I was staying, and I got set up to record, and I realized of all the things I didn't bring in my bag, it was the SD card that but I had brought, just in case there was battery problems, I brought everything that I could connect my mic right into my iPhone, so I'm on location. I'm sitting here on a bench. So if you're new here, are you up all night tossing, turning, mind racing, trouble getting to sleep, trouble staying asleep? Well, welcome. This is Sleep With Me. Podcast about your sleep. We do it with a bedtime story or bedtime story-esque observations of ship waterborne traffic, leisure traffic, and the such. If you're new here, the whole idea of this podcast is meant to take your mind off it. I'm going to send my voice across the deep, dark night, or the hazy, humid afternoon, if you will, and I'm going to keep you company. And the whole idea is to distract you, take your mind off of whatever's keeping you awake, whether it's thoughts, feelings, physical sensations, emotions, noise. In this case, the noise will be managed as the best I can with crossfades and slow, lazy talking, and as live to tape as I can possibly get a Sleep With Me episode, though I may do this from more than one location depending on the water and foot traffic. But I'm here, so if you're new, here's the structure of the show. Podcast starts off with about 6 minutes of business, which you already heard. That's how we keep the podcast free. It's how we keep the archives free, is the people that either support the show via the sponsors or by value for value on Patreon. If you're new, that's not that important. If you're a regular listener, please remember to check the show notes or go to when you touch your refrigerator tomorrow. As soon as your hand hits the door, you'll think, what was Scoots talking about on the show last night? And so if you're new, though, not important. So we have 6 minutes of business. Then we have an intro. Intros are usually around 12 minutes. Not exactly sure how long this intro will be because, I'll probably just launch into story and observations at some point. But I'll be here the whole time. I'll be here keeping you company to take your mind off stuff. That's kind of the concept of the show. And, I'll be doing my best to keep you company. Sorry, I'm trying to talk the whole time. I got somebody 3 benches down making a speech about something. So I'm going to keep talking and try to use my lulling, soothing tones and just turn my body a little bit more. I'm leaning back. Can you feel that? I'm leaning back on a bench, man. So that's the podcast. It's if you're having trouble... If you're having trouble getting to sleep, this might be an interesting first episode, but try it. The whole thing of the show, there's a couple rules. One, you don't need to listen to me. And believe me, you might be like, Scoots, my middle name is Watercraft. And I'd say, what's your first name? Papercraft? Boom. It's, are you related to the crafty lady? She was on Saturday Showboat when I was a boy. She did a lot of things with... popsicle sticks and craft glue. Anyway, glue guns. Yeah, you're right, craft brain. Anyway, what about craft cheese? Well, let's get off the craft. So we're talking to the new listeners. So if you're new, you don't need to listen to me. You can kind of listen. Ideally, I'll kind of take your mind off stuff. I'll keep you company. But you should also feel no pressure to fall asleep. I'll be here the whole time to keep you company. And to distract you from whatever's keeping you awake. Kind of like you instead of thinking about whatever is keeping you awake, you say, Scoots is talking about that kind of shit. Well, it doesn't sound like the correct title. I think it's a I don't think it's a Clive Cliver ship. I think it's a clipper ship. And I don't even think he's describing a clipper ship. What have they named? How many ships are named after Clive Cussler? And I remember my Clive. Is that how you say it? Trying to think of his hero, Dirk. I think his hero's Dirk. Dirk Nimbus, king of the I think his ship's called the Cloudfront. Named after the famous Billy Joel. I think that was Stormfront, the Billy Joel album. But anyway, if you're new, you don't need to listen to me. But I'll be here, the whole time, about an hour. I'll be doing my best to go slow and not get too excited as I watch, a river doesn't, it does have slow rolls in it. The small, and a lot of wake. There's ships, boats. And I'll get ships and boats confused, watercraft and papercraft. I probably get... what's the biggest papercraft vehicle that's ever been built? A waterborne papercraft. Papercraft watercraft. There's what are those called? Paper boats, right? Newspaper, paper... yeah, and there are wooden ships. And now I am distracted because a giant cruise ship is... pulling in front of me, totally unexpected, really moving fast. It's a gem, and it's from Norway, and it is big, and it's rolling right in front of me. It has a print on the side, so it's a white cruise ship, and it has looks like pink flowers and a fish breaking up the normal dull whiteness of a cruise ship. Its hull looks very, sleeker than... I've never been on a cruise ship before, but this thing looks sleek in the front. I don't know. And I don't know if I've observed a cruise ship. Let's see how many, levels of portholes. We see 1, 2, 3 non-deck levels. I don't know what they call those. Then there's the boats... what did I say? What did our friend used to sing? Lust for Life boats. Those Lust for Life boats. And I think that was used in a cruise commercial. There's a lot of people on the top deck, the pool deck, looking, because it's great for observing. I don't know if that's the observation deck. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 levels of... what are those called? Verandas? And then it looks like 2 or 3 levels of recreation. And this one's a gem. And yeah, there's a lot of people on there looking like they're having fun. I see a lot of people on their balconies. But what I'm most impressed with is how fast the boat is moving. It doesn't look like it's going too fast, but... And here's another question. I don't know if it's going or coming. And my guess would be that it's going. No, I guess it definitely is going, because I think the cruise ship terminal is... I know where it is, because I did work at a conference there selling iron-on patches at the cruise ship terminal one time. Which should be another hint of where I am, but not super important where I am. I could be anywhere with heavy watercraft. So yeah, the cruise ship is really moving. Not really kicking up a lot of wake. So impressive. I guess I don't know if I've observed... I don't think I've observed a cruise ship coming in or out of ports. And again, I'm only 20 or 30% certain that it's going out. No, I'd say 70% certain it's going out. So anyway, if you're new here, give this podcast a few tries, see how it goes. It's a podcast which just like to take your mind off stuff, to keep you company. Doesn't work for everybody, clearly. I mean, you say, what is going on with this guy? What's his deal? What's his story? I mean, how many, I'm the Riverbourne Rambler tonight. So I'll be here rambling about the Riverbourne traffic, and papercraft and shipcraft. And, this is my craft. I craft, lulling, soothing tones are kind of crafted. But you know what I mean. I'm crafting the company that you don't need to keep. I keep it for you. I'm kind of like if there was an automatic candle snuffer That was, I mean, obviously, if you had an automatic candle snuffer, you'd want it 100% effective. And I don't think I'm 100% effective. Don't work for everybody. I wish I did. May or may not work for you, but I'll be here the whole time to help you. And, give it a few tries. See how it goes. No pressure. No pressure for you to like me or enjoy the show. But I hope it does, because I've been there trying to get to sleep, struggling to get to sleep. So I hope it can help you. And I hope you enjoy this episode. I'm glad I'm here. I'm excited. I said, I wonder if I'll find time to be able to squeeze an episode between these family events. And will I, what would it be about, and where would I do it? And so we'll see how it goes. I'll be here. A lot of air traffic, actually. The water traffic is more, but the air traffic obviously has more noise. So I'll be here. I'm glad you're here, as I say every episode. Usually, I gotta get to the boat traffic, I guess, because I'm so distracted, and maybe the sky traffic. But I'm glad you're here. I work very hard, and I yearn to help you fall asleep, so I appreciate you stopping by. And before we get to the boat, of course, as we got to the boat operations, after that cruise ship went by, there's really almost nothing to observe, but I'm sure it'll pick back up. If not, I'll relocate. But just in case you're still listening, tonight's episode is made possible by people that support the show on Patreon. Without our patrons, there wouldn't be a podcast. It's really that simple. And without the people that support the sponsors, I don't know that the archives would be free. Those two kind of things are interconnected. So I want to thank everyone that supports the show, that gives value for value voluntarily. And by doing so voluntarily, and the magic of just a small percentage of listeners, like 1% of listeners, can be a percentage, like a foundation that we're able to make this podcast and put it out for everybody. Ideally, if we can get, we're trying to build to keep all the archives free and keep the show at 12 free episodes a month. And you could be a part of that. Over 3,000 people that sacrifice. They say, well, geez, this is $5, $10, $20 a month is worth it for my self-care. But they're not just paying to support, it's not like just buying something at a store. When they support the podcast, they're supporting it for about 1,000, well over 1,000 other downloads every month. And that's it. Let's get on with the program. Hey, everybody, this is Scoots. And if you fall asleep fast, like right after the story starts, thanks for listening to the intro. But you're one of the groups who I really need to support the show, or if you usually fall asleep fast and something changed. Sleep With Me Plus is built with fall asleep fast listeners in mind. And tons of other super listeners. But if you just happen to be hearing me and listening to me right now, this message is for you. If you fall asleep fast, is that valuable to you? Like, do you consider this show a service that makes your life better? And is this a service worth paying for? Is it a service worth more than other services you already pay for? Because I know I pay for my books, I pay for my music, I pay for my movies, my shows, my comic books. There's tons of other stuff I use that makes my life better. So if you fall asleep fast, could you support the show at sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus right now? And don't wait for a better time. Because without some of the support of Fall Asleep Fast listeners, they're the ability to make the show and put you to sleep fast is not going to be around. So please, if you're the one listening and hearing me now, I fall asleep fast. Yes, that's valuable to me. Don't wait. Sign up now at sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. And I'm here, and as I said, boat traffic's light right now. I do see a sailboat, and its sail is down. It looks a little bit like it has a face. I don't think it has a face drawn on it. It's probably its anchor. It's a distance off, and I assume it's traveling under motor power because it's proceeding by me here. Oh, boy, we just saw... I didn't promise I'd do any bird observations, but I'm watching some sort of gull do some serious gliding. Really just dove towards the water, maybe it saw fish and then changed its mind, or maybe it's just having fun. But yeah, I'm watching this one small sailboat go by. I can see people on the deck. Can't quite make them out, but they really look like they're having a nice time. They really look happy out there. Really look like they're enjoying themselves. So that's nice. Then I see a couple of... Okay, so now we're going to get into some good action here. And, you know, I don't know the difference between a ferry and a taxi and what's the other one I saw a sign for earlier? A launch. I don't know what the difference is. I mean, last time I had a launch, it was for lunch. And that doesn't even make any sense. But you can hear the horns of a horn-blowing happy person, maybe. Or maybe they're saying, hey. But that was a pretty chill horn and at a very far distance. So you can't go wrong with that. I mean, it would say if I had a water taxi, I'd paint it yellow. And I could see one just launched. It's going away from me now. And I'm sure it's pretty big up close, but at a distance it looks small. But I guess compared to the sailboat, it looks probably is about the size of the ferry that goes between Oakland and Alameda in San Francisco. And it just passed behind another boat, so I can't see it anymore. But that was yellow. And I guess if I had a water taxi, I'd make it yellow. Mellow yellow, of course, if you're on the water. But I guess you wouldn't say that because that would remind people, to use a restroom. I guess you could use it in that sense. Now I'm seeing some sort of, I'm not sure if it's an official boat, but like a boat that really is kicking up some wake. I don't know if it's a fishing boat or, you know, an official port vessel, like checking stuff. It actually looks like it's going slower than the cruise ship, though it looks like its engine is really going at full pace. And now we have looks like a more luxury vessel coming by here. Looks very nice and looks very fancy. And I can see a couple of people on the bow of the ship. They look like they're having a good time. Sitting there enjoying the breeze. And it has one of those rotating things on the roof. I don't know like if that's a radar or sonar. But that ship, it doesn't look like... Or boat. I guess that is a boat. I guess it's on the verge of a yacht. I mean, at this distance, up close, I would probably say, well, that's a yacht. Not a boat. I mean, it could definitely fit. Yeah, I guess that would be a yacht. I don't know. Does anybody remember Champagne Wishes and Caviar Dreams? I guess that probably makes me feel like some sort of Facebook quiz from whenever Facebook quizzes were big, all the time. Oh, thanks, Facebook brain. But that was a show. And I mean, oh boy, you want to talk... I mean, TV does run our lives. It was a show called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. And we won't comment on anything, but I'm positive that person was on. I mean, I'm guessing they were on. But it was hosted by a man named Robin Leach. And I don't know, I think that what qualified him to make the show was, people say, good old JC, Joseph Campbell, not the other JC, but... he said, follow your bliss, and other people say follow your passion or follow your interests. And Robin Leach seemed to love rich people and rich stuff. And I'm sure he made himself, I'm sure he did pretty well for himself. I don't think he was ever on the level of excess. I don't think it celebrated excess like you see now. Like, no one was, pouring Dom Perignon in the, Champagne Wishes and Caviar Dreams. And I wonder how much that did influence us. I know I watched it, and I'm trying to think. I'm sure there was some good correspondence on the show. But so it was Robin Leach. The show was called Lifestyles of Rich and Famous. I think MTV did their own version called Cribs. And I think maybe the missing element of Cribs, I don't know, did Cribs change hosts, or did it just have a VO host? Maybe it did have a celebrity host, but it was a changing celebrity host. But no one loved rich stuff like Robin Leach. And now he's probably living, maybe ideally, he's having champagne wishes and caviar dreams. But, yeah, I wonder if he's hanging out with Joseph Campbell. And Joseph Campbell says, bravo, man. Like, I never could have thought, because it wasn't aspirational. And like he was very enthusiastic. He'd say, "Don't you wait? You have like a gold-plated yacht," and he would say, "Tell me more. Like, tell me more about this." So you call this the good ship Lollipop, eh? What made you call that? Okay, Scoots, back to the Watercraft. Save the Robin Leach jokes for the. I wonder if they have conventions for everything. Do they have a Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous con? And how many fans are there? Is there Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous ephemera? I mean, it's probably some shirts, and I bet you they did probably try a merch to cash in on the aspirational aspect at some point. But who knows if what happened. But as I was talking about that, another water taxi, mellow yellow one, did go by, or a ferry, or it could be a tour boat. And I didn't really catch it because I was talking about Robin Leach, but it was yellow and it was packed. I mean, no, packed. It had a lot of people on deck that I could see. Now another boat that's going by. I mean, no offense to these boats, or here's how to save money. Take one of these water taxis because they really go fast. And I know that's what Ricky Bobby used to say when he was a lad. I want to go fast. I mean, I'm seeing all these boats like personal boats, and they don't seem to have the speed of the big boats. And I guess I never put one and one together like that. That's what's happening. And by what's happening, I mean speed and speed boat, because you hear speed boat, but then you don't hear water taxi. And I guess, like, when the water taxis are moving and the cruise ship, I mean, now it's a good thing they kicked off the episode. Now it's somewhere, I guess it's out there. I think it's on to its next destination. Cruise, how about that? Love Boat, the next generation. Maybe exciting and new and even newer. Come aboard. We're expecting it. I didn't really watch a lot of Love Boat. I don't know if it was before my time or it just didn't suit my taste. I mean, now I'm just stepping into a whole nother... The Spite Boat. I guess I'm trying to fill the air between Watercraft here. Now I'm seeing a smaller yellow boat making its way towards us, and then another speedboat that must have heard my trash talking and said, well, Scoots, I'm going to show you. And this boat's moving. It does look like a fishing boat, and it has a blue stripe. Otherwise, it's your traditional fishing boat, white. I guess the bottom looks like it's a dark blue or black, and it really looks like it's chugging along. I would have never thought that we'd be low on boats here, low and slow, and let the tubs flow. If I look, I guess, what am I looking? South or east of me? I can see some ships. I see a sailing vessel working its way towards us. And it's a beautiful day here in this obvious yet undisclosed location. And like I said to all our friends in the city, I wish I was here for on a podcast leisure or a leisure trip, but family business. And I don't think it's my family's fault, but I've had a stomach ache for about 4 days, but, I'm still here recording for you without a doubt, because it's not hurting right now. As long as my stomach stays empty, I'm fine. And I'm nursing a Gatorade or a electrolyte-laden, sugar-laden drink. So, yeah, I'm here. And we have another... I think this is a speedboat going by. Again, at a distance. Not the cigarette boats of Miami Vice fame. There's another thing that, that was the same era as Robin Leach. The 80s, I think, that was the time. Miami Vice, cigarette boats. Miami Vice was kind of about excess and glamorizing. I don't know. I guess they were investigating the seedier side of excess. And I guess another interesting thing about that was there was a band called In Excess, INXS. I don't ever remember reading the Wikipedia about. I mean, they had a lot of hits in the 80s, maybe the 90s. I know that. I guess they were straddling, but they might have been bigger in 90, 91, 92. Maybe they had. But anyway, somewhere between 88 and 92 were the boom years for In Excess, and so this is all starting to come together. But I do wonder with cigarette boats, how come we only see cigarette boats like on Miami Vice? And I would assume in Miami, does that have something to do with the water or the temperature? Or are those just for show? So they're not really... the speedboat that I think I saw is not a speedboat, unless I was talking about Miami Vice. And I missed what I was talking about, but because there's another fishing boat going by, and that doesn't look like a speedboat. Though, if I was looking at the front of it, I could have mixed up a speedboat and a non-speedboats. I guess also motorboats. Oh yeah, you're right. I should be naming these boats. Oh, there's a jet ski. Now I've got the pressure to start naming boats. I better, get to know the boats before I start naming them, though. So I'm going to keep an eye on, I guess if I did name one, Mellow Yellow. That was a boat I saw like a half hour to 45 minutes ago. And then the cruise ship was named. It was the Gem. And I don't know, I do wonder, about the crew quarters on those. Are the crew quarters all the way at the bottom? I've had a few different dreams that have taken places on cruise ships before. And, of course, DFW, not Dallas-Fort Worth, but David Foster Wallace, I think his most famous essay is one about cruise ships. And that's usually the gateway that gets people into his essays. And I don't know, what do you think about? I'd like to see if I can get to the next life, and I can get to the right spot, and I can be in charge of conventions in the big farm in the sky, and I can get any guests I want. I know, sometimes at conferences, I haven't gone to any of these, but they say in conversation. And there's usually someone that facilitates the conversation. Well, actually, no, I saw... I've seen this once before, but how about that? David Foster Wallace and Robin Leach in conversation. I don't know what they'd say. There's two more jet skis. They're neon green ones. And they're really chugging. They're really going after the wake. Really perfect temperature out here. Most people have said it's too hot, but I'm not saying that. I find it perfect. Okay, so here we go. We got a two-mast ship coming up here, and this does look like an old school kind of sailing vessel. It has two masts. It has, and they're big, and a couple of booms, of course. It's got something, I guess, a spinnaker out of the front of the ship, and looks like wooden masts, and the reason I say that is because they're tan with blue stripes, so the main mast has, it's tan, then it has a blue portion, then a tan portion, then a blue portion, then a tan portion, then a blue portion, then a white portion. And then the smaller mast, I don't know what that's called, the secondary mast or whatever, it only has two blue lines, and then the white top. Looks like it has flags, white flags as far as I can tell at the top. It does have its, I don't know if it's traveling under only sail power, but it does have its sail up halfway. I mean, I've heard of we all know about flags at half mast, but I guess you put a sail at half mast so you go, you don't go as fast, and I think you have more control. I've only been on a sailing boat once when it was sailing like a real sailboat, and that's a story for not a podcast. So in that ship, it must be like a tourist type tour, because it looks like there's probably 20 to 30 people on there. And I can see them sitting on the sides. I see a couple neon shirts. Thank you, folks. Oh, you're right, Scoots. Blue stripe is too weak, and that's all I can think of. Actually, in the billowing of the sail is very dreamy-like and soothing. It's rippling, kind of like laundry in a detergent commercial. Is there anything more heavenly than laundry like on a line in a detergent commercial or a lifestyle product commercial? I guess it would usually be for like a scented product, like something based on the breeze, ideally. Oh boy, they are listening to me on the ship because they're raising their the front sail. And I guess the main sail is now fully raised. It is an old school one, so it's going on a triangle. Like it almost has an upper boom. I'm not a sailor, so I don't know these tales or tales of sails. Maybe that's what we'll name this episode, even though these are the only sails. But now both, and this is not meant in a funny way. Both sails are erected, and I mean that they're now fully. They're no longer rippling like laundry in a commercial. They're taut and drum-like, and they have like the main mast goes up, and the boom is like the thing on the bottom of the mast, right? But then as it goes up, once it gets to the white portion, coming off it like almost like a tree branch, but going upward also is another piece of wood or something that is connected to the sail. So it kind of creates a nice triangle. And now the boat's turning in the wind. Really, they must know they're on. I don't. Maybe we could have that. Like, I don't think that would be good at a I guess we could put a boat since it's like taking place in the big farm. Okay, now I'm watching. Let me get back to the conference with DFW and RL. If you don't mind me calling you RL, Robin Leach. But now we have a red boat going by. I think it's a tourist boat because I think it has an advertisement for the website for the company. But it's big. I guess I can't call it Big Red because it's not a big boat. Gum ship. How about that? You're no gum shoe, but you're a gum ship. Gum ship. A good ship, gum ship. So that was going by. That was like a 2-level boat, like a tourist boat. It seemed like it was pretty full, moving at a good speed, great views. I mean, I tell you what. Today's the day to be out on the water. Like I was saying, the temperature is probably the high 80s or 90s. Humidity is high, but not unbearable. And right now it's misty enough from the humidity that I'm not getting hit by the sun. And luckily, in my go bag, I call it my go bag only in my mind, but my bag that I keep all my on-location podcast recording equipment, luckily I keep some sunscreen in there. So I always have sunscreen. So I do have sunscreen, mineral sunscreen. Trader Joe's mineral sunscreen stick, just in case you're asking. I have 2 of them. I have one in a bag with lip balm, which I probably could use right now, but lip balm, cough drops, Advil and Tylenol, and a sunscreen stick. And I keep that with my portable podcasting equipment. I usually have filling in the time between boats, but I have 2 mics in there usually. Right now it's mixed up because I'm like on the road and I was trying to pack stuff, and so it's not. This isn't the current situation, and it's really heavy, so I wouldn't have taken it to go record. I'd take it when I'm going traveling recording. It's old. I think I've maybe described this. It's a old Dobb kit or whatever, bathroom kit that I got for Christmas for my bathroom stuff, and I realized that when I travel, I only take with me a toothbrush floss, ideally, if I remember, ear cleaners, and I think that's it. Like, so I said, why did I ask for a bathroom kit for Christmas for my mom and dad? Thanks, Mom and Dad. And then I said, wait a second, I think I can fit 2 mics in here and 2 XLR cords, which are pretty bulky. I think I could fit a small flashlight, about 10 AA batteries. Then I fit, which I'm using right now, a cord, USB cord that goes into my mic and into my phone, and then the USB camera adapter for the iPhone. And then I can usually fit in there this thing I use to hook my external recorder up to a tripod, because I like to have a tripod. It just makes everything better. And then you can you can do a reference recording or an ambient recording while you're recording with the tripod. What else is in that bag? Usually there's SD cards, which I managed. I don't even know where my SD cards are. I think they're all backed up. But yeah, they could be anywhere on this trip. But anyway, back to the Watercraft. There is now this one coming up here is a yacht. Without a doubt, it's moving really slow. But I guess if you're on a yacht, and it looks like it's mostly enclosed, so I'm sure the AC. I think I see a couple people out on the frontal deck of it, but this thing is sleek. Now it's not like the biggest yacht I've ever seen, but it's definitely one. They'd clearly they'd say, "Sorry, buddy." It's very modern. It has, but it looks like a yacht, just like you'd imagine a modern yacht would look like. Sleek white. I'd say more of a beige. Let's call you the SS beige. Smoky, or whatever you call those windows so you can't see inside. And it looks like it might have some decorative prints on the side in black. Though again, it's pretty far away from me, but it looks good. Then I see across from that, going in the opposite direction, is what I think is a tugboat. I'm pretty sure. Now, tugboats... I get to see a lot of tugboats in the Bay Area because the Port of Oakland's very busy. Oh, wait a second. We got a yacht off. And no offense to the next yacht coming in the opposite direction. I think that was the one I saw earlier. It's very nice. And these 2 yachts are the same, but the other one is so modern it even has a parasol at the tip. But this one is more of a 90s, maybe even early aughts yacht. Not beige, it's white. Let's call that the SS Eggshell. Somebody get Glidden on the phone, or one of those friggin' paint companies. Remember, how come we never got hot dog paint? And what about Italian sausage brown? But it would have no one buys brown paints. I don't necessarily know that that's true. But yeah, so this one yacht that's coming by, the SS Eggshell. It's definitely, I mean, man, I don't know if it's the Robin Leach in me, but I'd say, yeah, 20 years ago, my jaw would have hit the floor. But right now, I'm looking across the water at a more beige boat that just looks fancier and is way sleeker. And I don't know, if you remember that movie where Dudley Moore was the advertising person that changed his mind and called Volvo's Boxy back when Boxy was a comedic line in a Dudley Moore movie. How about, I don't know, well, let's not talk about Dudley Moore. I love Dudley Moore, but this boat, this super sleek yacht, I mean, this is the yacht of the day, and at least for now, I don't see how anything could top it. It just looks so sleek. Almost looks like, I guess if you had a Transformers-based movie just on yachts that didn't transform, so I guess it'd be more of a Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, maybe Robin Leach may have pitched that, but he was just 20 years too late, because once they saw this yacht, they'd say, oh, this is the modern yacht. this will be the lead villain or the secondary villain. I don't know. Now I'm getting distracted thinking about Transformers. I guess a pod. I would say this was a pod of jet skis. 1, 2, 3 together, but then in the same group are 1, 2, about 6 or 7 jet skiers, some in red, some in white going by. Another mellow yellow coming by in the other direction with a boatload of people. And then in another official-looking boat. This one's definitely official, really moving fast, cutting through the water. I'm not sure what you call those boats, but like whatever the officials would come and they'd say, hey, don't do that on your boat, or don't get so close to this nice yacht. It's super modern. Don't get too close to this yacht. It's super modern, and it's like okay, so back to the water. There's another fishing boat going by and a lone jet ski. I don't know if it came off of that pod of jet skis that had gone by earlier or if it's just a solo jet skier cruising. And then my yacht, the what do we call that? The SS Beige is looking from the rear. Excuse me, but it's looking less beige and more whatever the good kind of off-white is, not eggshell, the modern version, linen. You're right. But I can't rename you the SS Linen right now because I have to save that name because of whatever the vocabulary that comes up with ship names for a witty person is gummed up in my brain. So I got to save the SS Linen. I got another fishing boat that's white and I never thought I'd need a thesaurus to name boats. You say, hey, Scoots, what about naming boats based on... I mean, now I got to tell you, some people might be listening to this and saying, what are you doing? The Vist I have right now is so exciting and mind-blowing that I have to reserve it for another podcast. That's why I'm concentrating just on the boats. And I have such an emotional entanglement to what I'm seeing that I just needed a time to return here and see it and just concentrate on the boats, and then dream of it and let my... And this isn't joking either. Like, let my subconscious handle it. And I don't mean just in a specific, like, I mean in general, because I lived in... this city for 4 years and returned to it many times. I mean, that's the city I'm in. Because actually, believe it or not, I'm in a different state. I'm in a different state of mind, if you know what I'm saying. Oh boy, here we go though. If you want, we got another mellow yellow going by, and I guess my judging of speed is way off. Oh, I guess there is downstream and upstream. But we have now a pod of kayaks coming by. Or maybe there's just standalone. No, they look like they're sitting down. No, there's one stand-up paddleboarder, 2 stand-up paddleboarders, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kayakers. So we have human-powered vehicles here. And there's still watercraft in my book. I don't know. To me it's wizardcraft and... sorcerercraft and witchcraft now I want to see the mellow yellow is passing by. The mellow yellow really does kick up a lot of wake. Not that far behind the mellow yellow is another white boat with a blue base, probably another ferry, or looks like it's on official business because it has way more enclosure for air conditioning and those type things, but it's moving, and the wake for the mellow yellow is working its way towards the kayakers and the stand-up paddleboarders. But I'm sure they know what they're doing. They're out there enjoying the day, enjoying the weather, enjoying the summer, and really living life. So that's exciting. And you know what else is exciting is the olfactory fumes that I'm getting. Just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm right here. I didn't even realize that I'm here. Oh, wait, I don't know if that's going on. that I'm like, my dates are all off. Plus, because of family commitment, I mean, I'm committed here. This is my spare time recording a podcast for all of you. And it's nice because I got to walk around, and this is literally the walking around in preparation for the podcast was literally the only, like, I've had 2 weeks of, I've had a few bits of alone time in the morning and some solo swimming, and because of the natural rhythm of things, but I did not, once again, specifically plan out how I was going to take care of my introvert needs. But this afternoon is really recharging. I mean, I'm not kidding. I'm just sitting here. I'm reabsorbing the skyline and all the new stuff, and I don't think I've been here since I got sober, so it's like just not a place. I guess I can't even return to it yet. Like I knew that kind of coming into it, so hopefully, I guess I did like it just being close by here and being in a city that's across the water. I forgot how deep my love was, even though it's like someone I can only look at in almost like a picture today, and I won't be here anymore longer. There's a green speedboat going by, and it's not going faster than the cruise ship. No offense, I guess it's almost like a cigarette boat. I think it's a bright green. And I call it Atomic Lime. That's an easy one. It's got a face drawn on. It kicks up a lot of sea spray. And I'm sure it feels like it's going fast. It's going to pass their kayakers. But it's a good 20, 30, 40 feet away. So I don't think it'll mess up their game at all. But yeah, it's like being close here. I think we'll have to, next summer or the summer after that, maybe, spend some time here, and hopefully the live show will be developed by then, either next summer, this 2017 now, somebody just said in my brain, 2018 or 2019. Is it 2017? Oh boy. But yeah, summer 2018 or summer 2019, maybe like the live show, and I could do a little of my own kind of baker's dozen, and maybe do some visits for healing and things, and see all of our podcasting friends. So many great podcasting people, and great friends of mine from high school and university and things. And soon I'll see you, but this time's reserved for family celebration. So, and it's good. It's good to get close. I mean, maybe I will make my way there. Briefly, I don't know. But enough about me. How about the water scoots? Well, we got another. This one is a tour boat. This is a traditional tour boat. It's got a famous name because it goes in circles, just like Will It Fly High, like a bird up in the sky. This one is low slung, I would say. It's got a blue base. It's got some red canopies to keep people out of sun, with a white middle with red writing on there. And it's really moving nicely through the water, really cutting. But it's not high, so it doesn't really bounce around. And it seems like it's got a great view. It got a lot of windows, and I don't know if I ever took a tour on that thing when I was a kid. Did go on some cruises at night, but I don't think the boat was that big. Maybe it was. But those were back when I was living another lifestyle. So, but that's cruising by, and I can see a lot of people there having a great day, having a great view, soaking it in, going to see our great copper lady soon. I see a bird in the water here, not a duck and not a gull, and it's a bird I see a lot in the Bay Area. I don't know what it's called. It's one of those fishing birds that dives under and can stand her for a long time. And then you see it shoot up with its mouth empty or its mouth full. with either its mouth empty or it's not full. But ladies and gentlemen, this just in, we got a little controversy here with the modern. I cannot believe what I'm seeing with my eyes, and I guess this would be irony, but I'm seeing another yacht that is so sleek and modern. I mean, I'm telling you, the yacht that just went by was unbelievably modern. This thing is silver for starters. It looks like a cigarette boat, but it's a yacht. So it's 1,000 times the size of a cigarette boat, but it's that very sleek shape. So I guess this will be when we pitch the pitch the cartoon, the animated Robin Leach yacht cartoon. This thing is it's like shiny. I can barely put it into words. It definitely has less windows, but I mean, it is like almost like a ship. It is, holy moly. It is like, it looks like it's made from stainless freaking steel. And it looks like it has holes in the side, so you could almost see underwater, like right at the water line. It has like a radar tower, but it's definitely not an official ship. It is definitely either if it's not like a tourist ship. I mean, maybe you can hire it. Maybe it's not someone's personal boat. But man, it is luxury at its finest. A silver bullet, I don't know if that does it justice, but I think that's what we're going to call it. It's too, I would say the silver dart. No, the silver, hi-ho silver, the silver sliver. There you go. We got it. Thank you, alliteration. Maybe is that a key to naming boats, alliteration? But this thing, and I think I did waffle a little bit when I said I wanted to award that other boat yacht of the day. I don't even know. I mean, this is a yacht. It definitely, I'm guessing, is some. I mean, I don't know who's on there, like Katy Perry. I mean, who's got that much money that isn't a financier? I mean, more than likely it's a financier. I guess that would be it. Like, I mean, maybe you would need to be talking Will Smith and Jada Smith, like a combined star power. Who else could possibly pull out? T. Cruz probably could. I mean, other than those, we're trying to think who else gets those kind of paydays. Julia Roberts, she doesn't seem like she's into yachts. Who else gets like $30 million payday? I mean, I don't even know what a yacht like that costs, but like, so I mean, I guess I don't know who qualifies. I mean, I think let's just say it's a financier. Yeah, and we have a boat like coming in here with a blue base, very hypnotically, like just like you'd expect. The silent sliver runs. What did I call it? The silver sliver also runs silent and sleek, because it like barely looks like it's moving any water. It's so low slung, and it's just cruising along there. It's not going to go out of my view, but it's going to go out of like the view that competes for my most immediate attention, like right in front of me. But yeah, that's impressive. Holy cow! I hated to pull that award away, and I guess at this point, I don't know how anything could outdo that, but it could. I mean, here's a question about yachts that I don't know. Like, can you go anywhere? Like, and then how long would it take? Like, how long would it take to go to Florida in a yacht? Its radar tower looks like it's a statue on the thing. I wish I had some binocs. I mean, I don't know what's on the roof of that thing. And then pulling into the harbor I'm at, I guess this is another yacht, and this is a nice one, actually. It's a blue yacht called Blue Buddy. It has a red, its waterline is red, and it has a red canopy, and the rest of it is white. It's not over the top. I mean, definitely, I'd say 3 sizes out of my league. And a kind of modern look, maybe made from metal and not whatever plastic stuff yachts are made of. I mean, I guess that would be another thing. I mean, I'm not trying to be Robin Leach here, but if I get I'd want a metal yacht. I mean, Is that like a thing? Like yacht salesman? Like, and I mean, it's definitely probably like you're talking about a huge price jump, but you say, no, I want one in metal, man. I don't care about carbon fiber. You should save your nanotechnology, save your carbon fiber, save your efficiency, save it. Like, give me metal, or don't, yeah, no. I want a wooden one too, but that would be for just, special occasions for the throwback barbecues. But for my mainstay that I would only use occasionally, I want a metal yacht. And I want it now, as Veruca Salt would say. And this one is a bit like, it's purple, so it's like the other person whose name I forget, who liked to chew gum, whose name I always remember after I say Mike TV's name. This one looks like it's in the middle of a paint job, the Big Blue or whatever I called it. It actually has official name, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to, if you got enough money to own a metal yacht, you don't want me. I think just the workers are taking it out, unless these are young financiers, which it could be. It's named after a song, though, by somebody that also sings Hey 19, I think. No. I think those are two different people. Maybe not. Marvelous Night. But what was I saying about metal? And I think I was trying to make jokes about that. Then I got distracted. And I'm getting distracted again as a clipper ship goes by. And this one has 3 sails up, moving by sail power, I believe, though the front sails are rippling. Now they're going taut. And that one looks like it could be wooden or metal. Really big 3-mast. It's a 2-master, I guess, with a spinnaker or whatever, regatta. I think there's 2 kind of front sails, maybe. But it has the triangular clipper, let's call it, or cutty, like on the bottle of Cutty Sark. Those type of sails. I don't know what you would call them. But whatever, like, it's a good looking ship. It looks like it's pretty far away from me. Blue Cutty. I mean, that sounds like a cool code name. Cutty Blue. No, I think Blue Cutty is the name we're calling that one. But so that nice boat's gone. Blue Cutty's going under, it looks like it's 3 sail power. It's not exactly moving fast, but it is moving under sail power, I believe. And that's cool. I mean, that's powerful. Powering by wind. And there is a breeze today. Luckily, I'm in a spot. I've picked a spot where breeze can't pick up the mic, I think. I'm pretty positive about that. But yeah, so Blue Cutty's going by. Our Circle Friend tour is coming back this way. We got, I'm not sure if there's a couple more jet skis or things. Here's one. Here's a wooden, I believe this is a wooden yacht. Like there's a presidential yacht parked in Oakland at Jack London Square. I think it's FDR's yacht. This looks a bit like that, like an old school yacht, like not a lot of action going on under the, like mostly you're going to be hanging out on the deck or in like the indoors is just on the back of the deck. I don't know if that was a technology thing, or I think you can still go into the hull, but there's not really windows, or there's not a to-do where you're like, oh boy, yeah, like and I guess nowadays, this sounds like, but if you're going to have a yacht or a boat, it's like, well, it'd be nice if it had air conditioning. And clearly, then you're talking about a lot of money, like whether it's, and then if you're like me and you're like, well, I only want it to be metal too, except for wood, like I said, yeah, like a wooden boat, probably just for Monaco and Cannes and, wherever else I'm going to be going. I mean, maybe we could get one on the stage. That's what I was saying. Like, if we have it on a stage, Lifestyles the Rich and Famous Con, that's a little bit of a mouthful. And I don't know if we called it L Lifestyles, L. I don't even think I can think of the L. Like LeachCon. Well, there you go. Well, boy, that would be fun. We'll call it LeachCon because, one, it'll be in the next life, so then people will know anyway what it means. But if you call it LeachCon, wouldn't that be better? Like the random people, instead of calling it Lifestyle Con, you probably attract some interesting, like, oh, well, I'm a Leach fan and I'm a Leach expert. Like, great. I'm into water and water leaching. Well, great. We're glad you're here. We're actually talking, because those are all things that I think we can all agree on. That those among us, the wealthiest. Did Robin Leach miss out on like the 1% or the 0.105 point whatever? Like back when he was around, they didn't even have that much money. Like to have that Silver Surfer or whatever the heck just went by. What would he do if he was alive today? I don't know if they spend all like. There's a point where you have too much money and then you can't spend it. But let's save those conversations for when you do. I haven't heard back from Robert Reich, but maybe this is the kind of thing. What do you think? Okay, there's another one. How about Robert Reich? What if we get someone that is a medium? And we have Robert Reich. We could do this at the Magic Castle in L.A. Maybe. This could be my first. I don't think this could be the first episode of my podcast with Robert Reich, my imaginary Robert Reich podcast, but it would be Robert Reich speaking through a medium to Robin Leach and David Foster Wallace in conversation. David Foster Wallace, Robin Leach, and Robert Reich and Robin Leach. Those two's names I'll probably get mixed up. Robin. Remember when Letterman hosted the Oscars that one time? That was like the joke he got burned on so much, but it was funny. Oprah, Uma, Oprah. Robin, Robert. And I guess you'd say like Mr. Wallace, Mr. Leach, Mr. Foster Wallace. I don't know. We'll say, don't worry, there'll be a rehearsal. I don't know if anybody will show up to it, but and then, I think it'd be interesting. Like, then we could record, me talking to, maybe we need that on camera, though, because it'd be good to see Robert Reich's, like, facial reactions when I'm telling him, like, no, we're going to be speaking through a medium to them. Okay, more luxury going by. This is a different category of competition. This is an unbelievably sleek sailboat. It is white and sleek. It has a mast that it's got to be made of either some alloy or it is towering. And the boat is long, but it's very, very sleek. But it's not a racing boat because it has a little... holy moly. It is beautiful. It's going under engine power. Only has one sail. I mean, it looks like it'd have the front sail, whatever that's called, the spinnaker or the regatta thingamajig. But it's just kind of cruising along, and it does that. So we'll need that one. That'll be, I guess, the villains. We could, and this isn't this isn't going to be a class thing. It's just when you like imagine the faces on sailboats and stuff. The sleeker it is, it looks like narrowed eyes. Like when you look at when you make faces on like modern things, you say, well, you look sleek, so you're more raptor-like, and then you have that narrowed eyes thing because you're so. And then the Watercraft would say, I'm just trying to be aerodynamic, man. Like, why do you have to judge your insides by my outsides or whatever? I'm just trying to make it easier. I can't help it. I am who I am. Just because I have a sleek hull doesn't mean I have a sleek heart. It beats well, I don't have a heart because I'm a boat. It's a bilge pump. And I would say, man, I feel like my heart's a bilge pump, to be honest. Or it was, and I'm trying to, how'd we get here? But this is a really nice boat. What did I call it? The SS Coast? Maybe not. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't think I'd be making amends to luxury yachts and Robin Leach, but it looks like after this episode I will be. But it is a beautiful piece of equipment, and here's another funny thing. I have no idea how long this episode is as I'm sitting here recording with you, because I'm like, I'm doing one long recording to my phone with markers and trying to manage the background noise and stuff by doing like long crossfades. So like anytime I take a break, I'm like collecting like 2 or 3 minutes of background noise. So this is interesting, like because I cannot believe. Now there hasn't been like an obscene amount of water traffic, which was what I saw when I first set out today. And I could have got to a spot like entry to one of the harbors or whatever, or like boat areas, but that was a little windier. And while I'm not in the shade, I'm close to the shade. So I don't know. Having a wind-free area kind of is essential to making a sleep podcast. And that sailboat, really, wow, man. Like, I just can't believe how thin and sleek it is. And I'm trying to see, I think the silver bullet or whatever I call that, the silver sliver, the silver sliver of sleekness. Is that what I said? That has like gone out to sea or whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to think like a couple more pods of jet skis. Like I almost don't want to get off the mic because it's like every time I think internally I've said "Holy Robin Leach" 3 times, and let's start saying that. I mean, anyway, I'm just trying. I'm like waiting for another like mind-blowingly extravagant yacht to go by. Hello, cool phone. Paging the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Maybe if I stand up, I'm afraid of the wind, though. I could see anything, any rich stuff. I see something down by where I'm guessing the cruise terminal is. Like, that's 4 stories. That could be an obscene, like, yacht, but that might be something more communally oriented or something. And it's a little bit too far for me to weigh in on, like, exactly what, like, if it could be a person, like, because, you know, we in these competitions, we've got to draw the line somewhere. And I think even Robin Leach would say, maybe he wouldn't. He'd be like, so you have a yacht with 100 rooms. Holy Robin Leach. You see, actually, we trademarked the words "Holy Robin Leach," so you're not even authorized to use that in a sentence. Say, well, interesting. So anyway, Watercraft, I'm sitting here waiting for you. It is, like, as I said, a lovely, lovely day. And I love all of you listeners. Those of you that were somewhere within the vibrations of my heartbeat, I'll be here soon on official business. I mean, and soon I mean in the next 18 months. So hopefully spend some time with you, maybe have coffee and dinner with some of you that have been huge friends of the show. I'm here for my brothers, daughters. Well, yeah, I've talked about it in other shows. So... my stay here is brief, but man, I forgot how much I love looking at Watercraft. I guess I'm just like a urban person. I just love the motion. Like, what better for a distractible human being than being here? We've got 2 boats coming by. I guess another issue is, once you've seen those super rich boats, I don't know. This one's a nice one. It's a blue, I guess, like a ski boat or like just like a motorboat. But it's a nice one. And I don't know what like the fishing boats have a distinct look. So I guess they would be. I don't know what Robin Leach's estate will think about having the like a fishing boat. I guess that could be a community that's a good. I haven't figured out who the good boats are going to be. I mean, a tugboat, but then we'll just Thomas the Tank, and like tugboats can't go everywhere. So we could have like the A-team on boats. How's that sound? Yeah, Robin Leach meets the A-team with boats animated. They say, Scoots, which you're here watching boats go by and you're pitching and I'm pitching them to myself. No, this would be a TV show. The vehicle-based movies, one of the great animation companies has that figured out. So it would be more of a cartoon, but that doesn't have anything to do with this. Is like, that could be a possibility. I mean, I think let's keep our options open as long as they're imaginary. And another pod of jet skiers is coming by. And as they splash in the waves, I guess I need to say goodbye as well. Unless a luxury yacht that is so unbelievable can hear me and wants to make an appearance in front of me and wants to do so right away so I can praise it, would be ideal, but nothing is coming. I want to thank you for listening, and I think as the water gently thinks, what is this guy talking about? Listen and think of those sails on the breeze. Think of them as the ultimate expression of cleanliness and fresh outdoor scent packaged in a convenient way. The motion and the sense of sunshine on a line. But also what's amazing is they're propelling boats. And just in case any luxury things want to go by, just still talking gently to you, like the moving of the water and the wind. Like nature's luxuries, really, that we all can enjoy together. Good night. All right, everybody, Scoots here. It's time to talk about tonight's sponsor, Helix. And I don't know how long you've been listening to Sleep With Me, but I've probably been sleeping in my Helix for as long as you've been listening, but more than likely even longer than you've been listening. And I love my Helix because it's made for me and how I sleep, my feel preferences, my needs. I know because here's the thing, you just take a quiz at helixsleep.com/sleep. That's helixsleep.com/sleep. And you answer a few questions. You get matched with the mattress that's right for you, not the mattress that's right for me. Helix has tons of different mattress models to choose from, but I'm getting ready to move. I love my Helix so much. I'm kind of going back and forth on should I just buy a new Helix when I move, or should I move my Helix? Should I do both? The issue probably is that my move's going to be spread out because of some other stuff I have going on. But these are a few of the things that I say, man, I need this Helix in my life. Now think about that fact. I love my mattress so much. I'm thinking about all my options. So think about the mattress you're in. Do you love it so much you would pay more than, to pay to move it, which pretty much equals the cost of buying it? Or would you say, well, I don't want to be without my Helix for 2 weeks. Even if my Helix is just on my bedroom floor, I don't want to be without it. Like, is that the relationship you have with your mattress? Like, you want it at your side? You want it there? No matter what? Because if it's not the case, it's time for you to think about getting a new bed and take that Helix quiz and see what your options are. Helix has you and your sleep needs in mind. Go to helixsleep.com/sleep for 27% off site-wide during their 4th of July sale happening now. This offer is exclusive for listeners of Sleep With Me. That's helixsleep.com/sleep for this exclusive 4th of July sale offer. 27% off site-wide. helixsleep.com/sleep. Thanks, everybody. Good night.